Because you're a middleweight and obviously you're facing Roman Dolidze next, like, who do you think's going to win out of Sean Strickland and Khamzat?
Strickland Khamzat, that's a good fight, I wish him with Fluffy, Strickland can change styles of fights, We know Fluffy he's a grinder, he likes to put pressure on guys. But Strickland managed to kind of slow him down in what he wanted to do. So if you can do that against Khamzat, and the Khamzat style is very, it expresses a lot of energy. So if you can do that against Khamzat, you never know what could happen towards the end. But if I was betting on the fight, I will go with Khamzat.
Guys, who do you think is going to be between Khamzat and Strickland in May?
Khamzat.
Yeah, I'm going to go Khamzat as well. But you can never count Strickland out.
You referenced Sean Strickland, obviously big opportunity against Chimaev coming up here pretty soon. What do you make of that fight? Obviously, styles make fights. It's going to be, I think, a different fight than what we saw against Chimaev and Dricus du Plessis. How do you see that fight unfolding?
I don't know. I didn't really think too much about it, but I'm happy that Sean Strickland's getting the opportunity. I'm Team USA still. And, I hope he wins. I think he's got a good opportunity. I think he's got good takedown defense. I think he's got good get-ups. I think he's got a real opportunity to win. So best of luck to Sean Strickland, and I hope he wins.
And I just want to get your thoughts on Strickland versus Chimaev, and what's sort of the update on the beef with Chimaev? Is that sort of lowered down, or do you still dislike him? Where do you stand with him?
I still dislike him. I still want to fight him. I know my potential. I know I can beat him. I know I'm not a good match for him. That's why, and I hate him. So I won't fight him.
He loses against Strickland, or you think he beats him?
I don't know.
Thank you.
I know you mentioned that Khamzat Chimaev gave you some really detailed advice. How do you see his fight going next month, and what's the biggest thing you've taken from your time with him?
Well, I think Khamzat's going to win, and I'm rooting for him. But one thing I like being around Khamzat is he's just a guy that works hard. I mean, he just goes and does his job. He loves what he does. He's very intense when he does his workouts. We're always when I'm in there with him, we're pushing each other, but also he's I've said it time and time again, just a very humble guy. He's got a professional team, and before I left to this fight, I said, hey, Khamzat, can you show me a few positions? I want to ask you what you do from here, and he was really happy to show me, and just a great guy, really cool, and his whole team is just awesome. So it's motivating to be around him.
Congrats on the win.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And obviously, just a last one, because you fought in the middleweight division as well. I just wanted your thoughts on the Khamzat Chimaev and Sean Strickland fight. Like, who do you think comes out the victor on that fight?
Yeah, again, I spoke about it the other day. I don't even think that fight shouldn't even exist right now. I feel like, again, I don't know who's making decisions to make these fights. And I'm sure they know better than me, but just from the outside looking in, I feel like Imavov would deserved the fight, and that's the fight we should be talking about right now. But I've had the pleasure of seeing Chimaev in the gym, working very closely with him, and that guy is a monster. Yeah, he's not normal, and I always say it's nice to see someone that is, high, that is very high level in a slightly different area, and I'm watching him, and it was beautiful to watch. Beautiful to watch. So, yeah, it's seeing it up close and personal. Obviously, seeing it in the fights, but seeing it up close and personal he's going to be a tough person to beat.
Your old friend Khamzat Chimaev, he's fighting your former opponent Sean Strickland. How do you see that fight going?
No, he's not my friend. You're joking, right?
Yes.
What's your question?
Who do you think wins, Khamzat or Sean Strickland?
It's a good question. I don't have idea, man. I'm very bad on predictions. Chimaev gonna do the same thing. I think he's gonna try his, put down and hold, and try to finish the fight there. I don't know if Strickland can handle that, but if he can, he has chance, but I don't know.